at school? Parents out there, is this a question you hear yourself asking? Yeah, right? It's a question that millions of parents all over the world ask their kids every afternoon or every evening around the dinner table, right? Now, parents, what do your kids tell you when you ask this question? Do you get a lot of detailed information? No. Kids are bad at answering this question, right? They're not good at it. And for kids like Lila, young children with disabilities, these questions are even harder to answer. And for parents like Beth, Lila's mom, these conversations about her daughter's day at school were, in her words, like pulling teeth. Now, despite the fact that Lila was doing all kinds of interesting and engaging and fun things in her class, like digging and hunting for gems in the sensory table, or pretending to be Anna or Elsa from Frozen at recess, or celebrating a friend's birthday with a popsicle party, she wasn't able to retell these experiences and share them with her mom at the end of the day. And that's a problem, because it's within these conversations between parents and their children about past experiences that kids learn all kinds of really important skills that are crucial to child development. Within these conversations with their parents, kids learn new vocabulary words, they learn the conventions of language, and they learn how to form and retell memories. The more opportunities that kids have to talk about past experiences with their parents, the more complex and sophisticated their memory later becomes. These conversations are really important. And many kids like Lila and parents like Beth aren't able to have them. So we thought it might be easy. There might be a simple solution to this problem. We might be able to do something easy to support kids like Beth, or parents like Beth, and kids like Lila, using something incredibly common. Something that all of us in this room probably have in our pockets or in our purses this very moment. A cell phone, right? Do we have these, everyone? Yeah. These devices are becoming increasingly prevalent in schools, in homes, and in communities. We're seeing educators use these as tools in Lila's classroom, preschool classrooms. Preschool teachers are using mobile technologies as a way to document child learning and collect data. In early childhood, we now have recommendations for the use of these technologies that urge teachers to use them as a way to help young children plan, revisit, and share their past experiences. So given that these devices are everywhere, owned by parents, used by teachers already, adored by children, right? We thought it might be possible and compelling to use them as something other than a really expensive toy. So our research involved taking photos of kids while they were playing in their classrooms and texting these photos to their families. Now, when photos were sent home, parents immediately told us that conversations about the days at school became so much easier. Kids talked more in these conversations. They used more words. The conversations were longer. Parents talked more too, which we were excited about. Parents also used different words. They used more varied vocabulary. Kids started to talk about things that weren't pictured in the photos that we took. They started to learn how to remember and share experiences that were unrelated to the pictures sent from school. Now, it didn't come as a surprise at all that parents liked this intervention. They liked participating in this research with us, and they were excited to get photos and learn about what their kids were doing during the school day. But we were surprised when the kids themselves, and these were 4- and 5-year-old kids with autism, when the kids themselves started talking about the usefulness of these photos. In one conversation with her mom, Lila says, "Mama, these pictures that you have from school, they help me remember." So we know a lot about the use of mobile technologies in homes, in communities, in schools, and we're starting to learn more about how these devices can be a support for parents and children with disabilities. And our research suggests they can be a really easy way to help facilitate these parent-child conversations. These discussions that center around this age-old question of how was your day at school? Thank you.